finish out this scene and then call it a day.
You may as well. Our guild branch already has you marked by name as an enforcer with a checkered history.
Number 7, to be exact. The man capable of materializing anything and everything his mind can envision.
Ha! Anything and everything is, as one might expect, a bit of an overstatement. But I digress.
Simeon the Imaginator. Love the hair.
My name is Simeon, otherwise known as Enforcer Number 7, the Imaginator. At last I make myself known, albeit at your behest. Donning this hat at a forward tilt has been obscuring my vision. It is an honor to formally meet at last. Wouldn't you agree, Lord Rufus?
Well, I've already grown accustomed to being recognized on the spot. That much I can say.
Even though you're supposed to be dead. Are you kidding me?
Just two 30-something hotties with an air of authority. Of course, they don't hold a candle to you, S.
Maybe don't compare me to guys twice my age.
I give his name 88 points, which puts Rufus just a smidge lower.
So even he's higher than me? You really do pull that name scoring thing on everyone you meet.
Hang on here! This is no time for style ratings.
We can reproduce threats that seem too real to be virtual. We can't let our guards down for a second. And now that a society member has finally appeared before us, I would like to hear what he can tell us.
He doesn't appear to have technological expertise. Might that mean he has a co-conspirator?
Yeah, somebody acting separately from the fools out in the open antics. The ringleader who called on you and that gaudy gal for his ongoing remodel of this castle. Ren and York had plenty to say about him. But maybe we ought to hear from the geezer directly if he's done spying on us over there. Well, Sixth Anguis, come out of hiding already.
Oh-ho.
Ah, there.
Ah, most impressive.
Your nose is even keener than the rumors claim, Van Arkride. Ren and Meister Jorg are indeed old acquaintances. A pleasure, might I add, to see the divine blade of ash and roaring lion again.
Professor Novartis. Yep.
I am Novartis, 6th Anguis of the Society, and head of the 13 factories. Whether our paths have previously crossed or not, I do hope to leave a lasting impression upon you all. It would seem Ren has yet to join your ranks, contrary to my expectations. But that doesn't make this any less marvelous. Just look at this veritable host of specimens worthy of my intellect. Lady Lapis and Nadia Rain, for instance. I can see these 2 years since Crossbell's latest crisis have treated you well. That body Meister Jorg fashioned after transferring to Marduk is nothing short of magnificent, and Nadia's throughput has grown higher than ever. And I mustn't forget the Black Rabbit, Altina Orion. I understand you're receiving tutelage from Ms. Plato whilst affiliated with the Epstein Foundation, yes? Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Oh, such promising synergy you provide as a holdover of the workshops. Marduk's storied concierge has caught my interest as well. Even against shard technology and simulacra, your bionic parts are in a league of their own. And then we have a direct disciple of LaToya Hamilton. Oh, I'm simply titillated with curiosity about the circumstances behind your birth and present state.
Oh dear.
I've been bracing myself for this wrinkly creep, but it seems like his PhD is in skeeviness. Now I know for myself how it feels to get shivers down your spine.
Don't even give him the satisfaction. He won't lay a finger on you if I can help it.
And so long as the Meister's with Marduk, their technology too will be beyond his grasp.
You're still hung up on the Black Workshop? It's long gone at this point. Altina, you don't have to acknowledge a word out of his mouth.
Yeah, let the fossil babble himself off the deep end.
The way he clings to the old days is proof he's gone senile.
All you need to do is keep facing forward, Altina. Just like Milliam.
Mr. Salesian, please don't pay him any mind.
I won't. He's just under the illusion that scrounging up a hodgepodge of information means he's got us all figured out.
Yes, that's more than likely the case.
I might not be able to tell this guy's face from his ass, but that part of his personality is almost too easy to read.
Yeah, compared to the Oathbreaker, he's an open book.
Slander me as you will, but I won't allow you to lump me in with that good-for-nothing cad. In the first place, my perspective lies on an entirely different plane from yours. With the possible exception of his 3 disciples, Claude Epstein and I are in a realm none can... Ah, speaking of which... Yes, that's right. Epstein's legacy is present, as is one of his relations. I see, I see. Given your connection to Ren, I assume you have at least some baseline level of technological fluency. But that isn't the part of you that intrigues me so very prodigiously. Moreover, I'm told your father is none other than...
Gonna have to cut you off there, Sixth Anguis. Can't say I appreciate you leering at a girl her age.
And just what are you trying to achieve interrupting me right before I get to the good part? Though, come to think of it, inborn qualities aside, you're quite a rare specimen yourself, aren't you? Though you and McBurn seem to bear some similarities, the states of your factors fundamentally differ. While it may only be through the lens of virtual space, I will make sure to observe my fill of your hollow, as well as the mechanism they call your shackles.
You?
Hey! I've just about had it with...
Enough is enough! Every remark you make is as unbearable as the last. To say nothing of your obsession with Ren. Maybe you need reminding, but we're human beings, not research subjects for you to scrutinize.
And why would he listen to you? At all?
Each of us, without exception, is irreplaceable, with our own thoughts, feelings, and burdens to bear. The fact you keep measuring us by your own self-serving standards is obnoxious, and the way you act like you know it all has me on my last nerve. If I may borrow the words of a certain diary, so long as your perspective remains skewed by bias, then as a scientist, no, even outside of that, the truth will always elude your grasp. And at the risk of sounding presumptuous myself, I think that would be just as much a disservice to you.
Huh?
Yes. That was so cool!
That's Aggie for ya. Flipping the switch when we need it most. She gets 102 points, name included.
They can go over 100.
I'll be. Kid really brings the thunder.
Yeah. Apparently she's one of Arkwright Solutions' part-timers.
And also a student of mine, technically speaking.
I've heard quite a bit about her.
It would seem our discussion has been thrown bombastically off course. Professor, why don't we leave them with our greetings and a glimpse of what's to come, as originally
You stay out of this, Simeon. I am the last person who should have to put up with a verbal berating from some uppity little whelp. That does it. Perhaps reprogramming the Garten and pushing a new Guardian update will teach you a lesson.
Rotten old. Are you trying to undo all our progress?
Pretty lame move, switching up the rules of your little game on us partway through.
Why even bother trying to pass this off as an RPG if you're just gonna suck all the immersion out? No kidding. Maybe leave the GM job to the pros next time.
Silence, all of you! Mock me just once more and I'll roll out my tour de force ahead of...
Cut it out, Prof.
That girl from the second domain.
Ah, so you've come.
Yeah, well, my stream just wrapped up, so I thought I'd drop in and scoop the scenery out.
Uh-huh. Hello.
What's good, chat? Short day no see. Ooh, we got some new viewers in the crowd, too. So, sorry about all that. Prop here's the CEO of being problematic. Usually once he goes full Delulu mode like this, it legit hurts too much to watch. But harassing girls just ain't it, Chief. I've got to throw some apologies your way. Oh, the dude bros are good with that one though, right? Not counting cool kid Small Bean over there, of course.
Would you stop calling me that?
Where did we leave off again?
You've only made your greetings thus far. I believe you mentioned a glimpse of what's to come would follow?
Quite so. The rules, after all, take absolute priority. Well, Professor, shall we move this along?
The gall turning your power words against a superior! Oh, sakes alive! Why is it that you enforcers, among certain others, insist on such brazen defiance?
Still, it did help you chill a little, right? The whole mad scientist shtick is so peak when you're low-key about it. So, let's keep it that way.
Is that a blush I'm seeing?
It definitely is.
How unconventionally endearing of him.
I am not blushing. No matter. Prolonging this any further would only squander time. And I, for one, am too exceedingly busy a man to spare so much as a second of it on one of your ilk. Our every effort must be aimed toward obtaining that which slumbers at the grim garden's topmost level. A hidden treasure unbeknownst even to Marduk.
Hidden treasure?
One even Marduk isn't aware of? But what? And how?
To begin with, isn't the Grim Garten you're doing in the first place?
It's true that the external layer has been tampered with considerably, but its intrinsic base-level data remains untouched. And on the subject of said data dwelling in that abyss, how much, for the sake of example, might you know about it, Miss Concierge?
Together.
The inciting incident for this came 2 years prior, when Marduk's systems purportedly breached the Society's celestial globe. Such a feat, however, would ordinarily be an impossibility. Isn't that right, Professor?
Exactly so. The code our Grand Master bestowed unto us is of its own kind, capable of delineating the divergent laws. The very fact that they were able to break through it is proof that Marduk's technology is anomalous to an inordinate degree. What's more are the Zypha standard and the shards it employs. With them, Marduk has utterly trounced the Epstein Foundation at its own forte. The conclusion I drew was that part of the source of their success rested in the garden. Thus did I take possession over it.
Oh, I see. So in a way, you guys are several steps ahead of us on your own run-through of this place.
Moreover, we've been following behind on the route you've previously cleared.
Correct on both counts. Ultimately, that which we have captured is the original Merchian Garden. Upon each seizure, however, I assisted in heightening the difficulty by way of my own personal touches.
So it's you who gets off on this crap!
Medieval Gothic fantasy, huh? I guess I can sorta see it, going by the outfit.
Oh, word. That's Simulator's gem for sure. His powers had a lot to do with it too, probably.
I shan't deny my penchant or aptitude for such things, but in sooth, that is not the whole of it.
Huh?
Our salutations end here. I await your successive efforts with bated breath, Arkwright Solutions. The same goes for the ladies and gentlemen of Thor's, as well as you and your picnicking front cohorts, Sir Dominion.
Leaving matters on the outside in Campanella's hands frees me to devote my focus on this end with absolute abandon. We will be your opponents for as long as you take up the gauntlet. Needless to say, I'll be collecting a wide assortment of data in the process.
Aw, I didn't get to drop my name reveal. Oh well, it'll happen sooner or later. Don't know if I can make it to the function next time, but you guys stay on that grind set, okay? Laters!
Hostile administrative control released. Grimgarten, third domain. Total liberation secured.
Okay. Do. Yep. Not bad. B Spark version C.
No hard feelings.
Okay. G tokens, Van skill stones. Only a B rank. Gonna have to figure out how to get S ranks on those. Afterward, Van, Reen, Kevin, and their respective teams returned to one of the mini domains together. Having finally met the masterminds behind the garden's theft, they decided to discuss their future plans, only to run into a new hurdle. We'd be better off grouping up from here from now on, knowing what's ahead. But so much for that, huh? Who could have guessed our accounts would give us technical difficulties combining our routes? My apologies. The Foundation's team is doing their utmost to find a solution. But apparently, due to the Professor's interference, ID modifications no longer have any effect. I had hoped we could at the very least consolidate the mini-domains at each entry point. It would seem, however, that finding a fundamental solution with Marduk and the Epstein Foundation's technology is no easy task at present. Well, this is where Arkwright Solutions entered from. So the other two teams will just have to come and go via their own mini-domains. Oof. Sounds like a plain old hassle. There seems to be only one route beyond this point. Meaning if each team entered separately, it could very well cause an overlapping conflict. Yes, in which case we would be left waiting in vain with no way of convening. The time could be spent enjoying some refreshments, though there wouldn't be much elegance to that. I'm never one to say no to a snack break, but still, we ought to think up some way to make this work. Us fixers are keen on sticking things out here. Assume the same goes for the rest of you? If possible, yeah. This place is a golden opportunity to rack up some combat experience. The whole time, barely passing deals a big check in the pro column, too. What better way to sneak off and play hooky, or take a breather for the squares out there. Come on, Fee. Well, that I can get behind in a heartbeat. If only the decor was a little less nothing burger. Don't get your hopes up, considering who the interior designer is. Anyway, we should all coordinate as much as we can. That said, if we do manage to combine forces, there'll have to be a few lines drawn in the sand. Huh? Nadia? No doubt Arkrad's crew is poking their noses into something or other over in the capital. And Reen, you and your guys have major business on your plate in Basel, yeah? As for us, we're on a vacation, let's call it. Can't share too many details if you catch my drift. Right. Sorry to say, but matters on our end will have to stay confidential too. Not that we can't drop a few hints on the down low. Well, we shouldn't have any real hang-ups talking about stuff, society-related or otherwise. Then again, this morning was kind of a dud. Might be best to wait until we've sorted our shit out a little more. Yeah, good call. Speaking on behalf of the Guild, we would much prefer to get a grasp on every side of these affairs. Now, the overall picture will come to light bit by bit, I'm sure. Just as time will tell whether or not we can emerge as the valiant heroes in arms who prevail, united in purpose over this sabled castle's ordeals. You're actually pushing that angle? He's even more playful to a fault in person. Heroes in arms? I kind of like the sound of that, actually. Master? What is it, Bearguard? You got a knowing look on your face. Notice something? Ah, well. My familiarity with the Merchant Garden is limited solely to what you all have recounted. But was there not a certain someone whose aid you petitioned when first entering it? Huh? I do remember you calling on her for help when things were too much for even Marduk to handle. Hang on, Van? Are you saying that's going to be a regular thing? Already is. Wouldn't even be the first time she's elbowed in on this so far. Come on out, Mare Bear. Not like you haven't been eavesdropping anyway.
I told you not to call me that. Oh, forget it.
She's just as I've heard. Adorable. Beautiful, even. Actually showing yourself now, huh? It's been quite a while.
I saw your whole standoff with those snakes and everything, so no need to give me the rundown. Long story short, you want to merge 3 separate accounts into one, right?
It's possible, then. It may well be where she is concerned. In that case, would you mind, Mare? We don't have any treats to pay you back with, but I can offer my sweetest pleas and thank you.
Oh well, so you do know how to ask politely.
Whoa! What's all that? A torrent of shards? No. Wait.
Converging entry mini-domains. Here and now, I open a sanctum for the heroes seeking to liberate the Castle of Darkness.
Wow. Where are we? The Reverie Corridor. Hero's Refuge, Interstitial Sanctum. The 3 mini-domains. They've been fused into a single phase space? Yes. Via a colossal amount of computing power no one but her is capable of. No one but Mare, you say?
So, that about do it this time around? Doubt it'll be the last, but make sure to give it your all anyway. Even if time does pass more slowly in here, we don't have too much longer before the...
Here we go again.
Once that happens, there won't be any stopping the... from activating. Just something to keep in mind.
What was that just now? Her words got bleeped out. Right, I did hear about this. Well, pressing things ain't likely to get us anywhere, so I'll just say thanks, leave it at that. Answer me one question though, Mare. The abyss inside this castle? It have anything to do with your origins, by chance? Is that a yes? Come to think of it, isn't Mare's AI a hybrid built using research purchased from various companies? Yes, I have been told, however, that her basalmost core was provided in-house, and from a certain division in particular. Even without the finer details, I believe I understand. This is something of a homeland for you, isn't it? The birthplace of a one-of-a-kind AI who seemingly dwells between worlds, whose true identity we're forbidden from knowing? You mean?
In a way, yes. But strictly speaking, no. Well, see ya. And try not to overdo it, okay?
Well then. Afterward, Van and the others checked out the sanctum that would serve as their new base of operations. Within it, they discovered a variety of facilities, including a mysterious stone monument. After deciding to log off at their own paces, everyone proceeded to familiarize themselves while weighing whether to retackle the now unified third domain. Well, I'll be. Never expected this place to have a classical Thermae bathhouse, of all things. I thought things were insane back in the Merchant Garden, but this just takes the cake. Well, whatever. Might as well make the rounds in the facilities before logging off. We got the Epstein workshop, Grimoire decryption. Could even squeeze some more training in, too. The extra member limit has returned to 1. In the Grim Garden, you can access 2 extra members' S commands. The Interstitial Sanctum offers a space to chat with your comrades, as well as direct access to the Grim Garden's wide variety of features. You can fish at any of the pools as well. I can fish? What?
Now where? Let's do this thing.
But I've already got all those fish.
Now where? Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Now where?
Oh,
Let's do this thing.
but I've already got all those fish. How rude. How about these fish? Ooh. Hey, hey. All right, let's see what we got.
That's it.
Shock one.
Hey, first try. Rank B. Spiky Puffer. Well, but what we want is a rank A. Give me a rank A.
That's it.
That's...
Shock one up.
Holy moly. That's a big pearl glass.
That's it.
Also a pearl glass.
That's it.
Shock one up.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm just going to stop there. We'll come back and try it later. And next time, Regulus caliber.
Stuff.
That's good. Next time, we'll talk to everybody and scope out the Sanctum, figure out what's going on as we probably, well, I think we're going to wrap up the intermission, but I'm not so sure at this point. They just dropped a lot on us. All right, see you around. This was going to be just until the end of the scene, but it looks like it's a whole extra day because that took a long time. So, see you next time.